You guys ready to kind of get into some normal stuff?
Yes.
Okay, cool, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit log out. I'm going to go back into the little play site that we were playing in so we can actually physically make some entries, okay? And on real passwords, I would highly recommend you don't do 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like that. Like, make it a real password. So, okay, so we were in here, and we were kind of going to talk about customers. What is it that you can do with a customer, okay? So basically, what we're going to do is we're right here. We're going to talk about customers. You can see that a customer is one of our main 12 players, okay? They're actually very pivotal. This is where you get your money from most often, unless you have an investor or some other means of getting money, but that's actually your feeding source for your business, okay? The other piece of the puzzle that's really important on customers is I'm going to take you into this interface, and we're going to kind of just briefly look at customers here, okay? So if you have customers, you have customer logs, you have statements, you have your ARs, your accounts receivable. Customers can be tied to invoices and quotes and elements of time, and eventually they can even buy stuff from you if you wanted them out on e-commerce, okay? You can kind of see that this whole quadrant right here deals with customers. Where would you guys like to go? Do you guys have questions on any of these different pieces? We can go anywhere you guys want to go.
Statements.
Statements, awesome. So what is a statement? What do you think it would be? Okay, remember how we just barely did this analogy right here with one expense paying off a whole bunch of little smaller expenses? If I was going to make a statement, I would say this. Instead of these smaller little cups being expenses, imagine you have invoice, 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 and they're all owed on account. And I'm going to create a statement, a big giant one, and I'm going to wrap a whole bunch of them into it, and I'm going to say, I need payment on this. Okay, that's virtually what a statement is. A statement is also kind of like a quick little snapshot. Okay, so what let's do is let's see if we even have anything in our system that we could do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to go to the receivables homepage, which is kind of like who owes me money. It's under your assets because it's basically who owes you money. Currently we just have some counter sales. So let's go build some invoices, alrighty? Are you guys logged into this site? Why don't we do this? Why don't you guys go create a customer and then add 2 different invoices, 2 or 3 different invoices to them. Sell them whatever you want. And let's see if we can build this page up here so we can have some pieces of the puzzle. Right now, as far as customers, let's see what we got. We have Shannon Moore and a Will Smith and a Will Smith. They were added from, this is the one that I added under farmers, and somebody added another one under normal as far as that going. So what let's do is let's actually have you create a new little entity, and let's have you see if you can sell them something, and then we're going to basically be building it up so that we can get it to this level. We can't just go to a statement if we don't have, I could do a statement on Will Smith. He's got some invoices. They're all paid, but I could still do a statement on him. Here's the goal. I'll do a statement on Will Smith. Okay, watch this. We'll go to log on Will Smith, okay, and I'll go like this. I'll say all statements year to date on Will Smith, and it currently came back as 0. I'm going to say, let's create him a new one, and I'll just kind of give him a date range. Why don't we go from 1/1 of 13 to 10/31 of 13, and hit build the statement. So I already knew that I was dealing with Will Smith. It pulled in the date range, and then it started, like, this one doesn't look very good because it's showing all sorts of, but like basically, this literally starts saying a one-to-many from Will. How many different little invoices does he have, and what am I going to stack it onto, okay? This one right here doesn't make it look like he owes us anything, because remember how we ran some of that to bad debt?
Yeah.
So what our goal is we're going to go out, make a customer, sell them a couple items, okay? Put them all on account, and then basically show it, okay? So I'm going to use Will Smith right here just for fun, just because he already exists. You guys are welcome to create your own new customer. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say new cart for the current customer, and I'm going to go ahead and just put, you know what, I actually want to kind of search a little deeper. I just want to see what we have under the, just under my lights. I want to go see everything that I have under lights. Here's my lights, and I wanted one of these, and that's it. Go ahead and add it. These are huge, expensive ones, so he's going to owe me a bunch of money. Okay? So it's tied to will right here. It does say resale. It's going to give me the error message if I bail out right here. So I'm going to flip those to resale. Flip that to resale. I'm going to hit update cart. It'll come back saying, cool, I got it. It's stuck. Hit checkout. I'm going to put this on account for Will. Okay? Hit continue. My final check. Everything looks good. He's still going to owe me $4,000. Create it. Boom. I just created the invoice. Okay? So technically now, I just loaded our accounts receivable. So if I go home, once again, we've been using the classic homepage. There's tons of different ways you could do it. This right here, the receivables homepage from the classic, is the exact same if you actually go from, say, like the touchscreen interface, you scroll down to customers and you find your receivable homepage, or you scroll down to invoices and you find your receivable homepage. It goes to the exact same spot, okay? Like it just depends on what you prefer for your navigation, okay? So technically, I already have an invoice right here for Will Smith. Okay? If I wanted to add another one, I could easily start adding multiple ones to them so I could kind of get this scenario. You could create a statement for a single invoice, but it might be just as easy to actually send the physical invoice, okay, because it's just one. But as soon as you have multiple ones, that's when you're like, I better gather everything together and take a picture of it virtually and say, please pay me on this. Okay? So watch this. Here's another way I'm going to do it. Let's see if this one I'm just going to charge him some labor for Will. Okay, I'm going to go like this. Customer, Will. I'm going to find him here. Here's my farmer, Will Smith. I'm going to say new cart. Automatically pulls him into the cart, and I'm going to go ahead and say labor. I'm going to find it. Looks like we have two different ones. And should we go the setup labor or the normal labor?
Setup.
Setup labor. How many hours?
3.
3 hours. No problem. Click. So basically it comes in, looks to me like I probably need to modify my description. This includes, I didn't really finish it all the way, so probably just need to kind of modify this just a little bit. This includes setup of the new shop. Okay, and we'll just hit update. Okay, this is no problem. I don't have a tax problem at all because it's under labor. And hit checkout and put this on account and continue. So now technically, as soon as I physically create this invoice, I now have Will Smith will owe me thousands of dollars, including this 105. So if I go here and I go to his customer log, he currently owes me $4,505, which basically equates to 2 different invoices that have 0 payments. It automatically is tracking it into that receivables homepage. Okay. Just for fun, we already did the classic. We already did this interface. If I click on the map interface, all I have to do is click on the AR waiting room, and it takes me to that same spot. 2 invoices for $4,505. Okay. If I want to apply the payments, I can click right here to pay it, or I can click right here to kind of be like, cool, what do we have for statements? Oh, I don't have anything for Will yet. Well, let's create one. What it's doing behind the scenes, it actually passed in this magic customer ID number. That's how it knows to do for Will Smith. Okay. So if I click Create New, it automatically knew that I was still dealing with Will. So then we'll just kind of build it again. 1-1 to 1031, and build the statement. So watch this. I now have some of his old ones, and I have the new ones, and so now I have the amount that he totally owes me is $4,505. If I didn't want to include some of these, say these ones were like old, and I'm like, ooh, I don't really want to show that one. I just go like this, and I basically let it go, and when I finally build the system, it won't include this one that had bad debt on it. Okay. So I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to say I have to modify one little piece. When's it due? And let's just say that this is due by 11/15, and that's roughly a net 15. If I wanted to, I could put some notes. Please remit payment immediately, otherwise we will, like whatever. Be nice, but this allows you to talk to the person. Okay, whatever you wanted to do, and then you say add the statement. Sweet, do it. So now technically I have my very first statement, statement number 1. I told it not to include all 5, just 4 of them, because one of them I didn't want that bad debt when it's showing on there. It pulls the whole thing in here, kind of comes in and says, hey, here's your total due. Looks like everything is in your under 30-day. It's not over 30 days, so it's all right there. And if you want to, just cut this off and send it back with how much you're paying me, and then I'll apply the payments later on to resatisfy these little pieces. Okay? So technically your statement is just a small snapshot. Okay? If I wanted to, I could even go like this. Save this thing as a PDF. Let it generate itself. It kind of goes in and generates the whole little thing. Wait till it's all the way done. Like sometimes people try to rush the PDF and they'll click print really fast, but you need to kind of wait. So this right here, I technically, right this second, I could come down and I could go like this. I could say, save. And then depending on where I wanted it to be saved to, say I wanted it right to my desktop, I could actually go something like this. Printable statement, or I could go something like this. I could go, you can change the names to whatever you wanted to. Will Smith statement, and then even a date if you wanted to. This is on 10/23 of 13. Okay, whatever you wanted to do, and then you hit save. Technically what happens right there is on my desktop now, I physically have a physical item right here, my Will Smith statement that I can attach, send, whatever I wanted to. So even outside of Atlas, if I open this up, it literally is the physical PDF that I can send, I can archive it, I can do whatever. Those are different ways that you can kind of create the statement. Okay.
That's email.
Okay, awesome. He's gonna love it, huh? By the way, you owe me 4,000. Okay, just a second. Let me. It's thinking. I just wanted to pull it up and show you that it physically exists as a physical statement. Okay. So what we're gonna do right here, in order to email it, I'm just gonna jump into an email client. So we'll go like this. Mail.Adilas.biz, and we'll have to just enter in some information real quick, and we'll physically send it. I'll send it to myself, if that's okay. And actually, we have, not for statements, but for invoicing, we've actually promised a feature to automatically email invoices within the next month. It's coming, so it's coming very soon.
That would be nice.
Okay, so we're going to just log in here and then we'll create one really quick. So I'll just come here to a new message. And we'll just send it to, once again, myself. Okay, and we'll just say your monthly statement. I could add any BCCs, any carbon copies, whatever I wanted to do, and I attach the file. So I say attach the file, and it's on my desktop. So we'll go desktop, and I'll find my Will Smith PDF, and I'll hit attach that guy. So it's going to build it right down here on the bottom of my thing. I'm going to come in here and say, Will, thanks for your business. You know, whatever. Please remit payment, you know, whatever you wanted to do. You try to be as nice as you can to whatever, but this is basically the small little email. You'd sign it, you'd do whatever, and you'd go like this. Send. Okay? So it's physically attached, and what we'll do is, I'm hoping that it'll actually show up here. I'm trying to kind of somewhat keep my privacy as well, because I have no clue what my emails are actually doing, but technically I just sent an email to myself, okay? I'm just going to hit refresh on this page and see if it actually shows up. Okay, it's still saying 4 right now. And I'll just hit refresh again. And once again, it's just cyberspace as far as like how quick does it actually get there. I'll sit here for the next hour. Okay, check this out. I've got 5 now, okay? So I just got my new email address that came from Will, and so technically if I clicked on it, I should be able to see really quick, hey, here's my one from Will Smith. Okay. Looks like I had some from Steve and one from another guy. Will, thanks for your business, here's what's going on. Here's my attachment right here, and I can actually say, cool, let's see what we have. Let's go ahead and download that, and then you virtually send it right to your person. Okay. Cool, we'll just go ahead and hit log out right here. Awesome. Any questions on that particular piece of the puzzle? What I wanted you guys to do was actually build some of your own. I'm going to go check to see if there's any new customers. Oh, SquarePants. Cheerio, where's the picture?
Oh, I'm on it.
John Wayne, okay, the Lone Ranger, how funny. Milo Green Thumb, how funny. Like, basically what's happening is behind the scenes, some of you guys are actually starting to do some of your stuff. Watch this. If I wanted to see what has been built for SpongeBob, I could go like this. Invoice, and then put Bob in there, and say, go search it, and I'll see, oh, invoice 11 was for SpongeBob, okay? Your quick search is hugely your key to whatever, okay? So $129, I could click on it and see exactly what it was. Okay. Pumpkin starter kit, tomato squash, and some setup labor. And this bikini bottom vegetable sand, huh? Nice, nice. Cheerio, you're having way too much fun. You know what? This is actually how you learn. Like, I realize we're in a kind of a playground type site, but if you want to, you can use the Adilas demo login and the 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can go into a play site, play. Okay. Please keep it relative to the site that you're on. So like if you're in tree cutting care, or if you're in bowling or something like that, or a restaurant site, I don't want you necessarily to add a construction project in there. But like, and if you're like, oh, I'd really like one to play with this, let us know. Like it literally takes us 10 minutes to create a play site. And then it's done, and you can be virtually playing. So cool. I'm going to go to my invoice homepage and kind of check it out to see how many invoices we have. Okay, cool. Will Smith, SpongeBob. Okay, awesome. Shannon was one for yesterday, or actually this morning. So far we've already got a couple that have been popped in today. Awesome. Sherry, how many invoices do you have for SpongeBob?
I've only done one, sir. Okay. But I did do a statement.
Oh, you did? Great. Yeah. Well, watch this. Let's go to the statement homepage. Click on statements. Oh, looks like I did one for Will and one for SpongeBob. Okay. Looks like he owed me a total of this. If I wanted to click on it, I can easily just take a look. His payment is pending. He still owes me the whole amount. And looks like Sherry adds all kinds of fun stuff. Have Mr. Krabs contact Adilas for all of his business needs as well. That's perfect. So like basically, once you can't just create a statement unless you have a customer that's tied to invoices. So it's kind of like a cause and effect chain. Just like this little tray right here, we can't fill it up unless you physically have the other pieces of the puzzle that you want to stack onto it. Okay? Does anybody else want to create a statement or a customer piece like that? Does anybody have any questions on those pieces? So, Paul, you actually asked earlier, you're like, hey, what if it's over 30 days old? How do I actually assign the extra piece of the puzzle? It actually is on the statement that you would assign that as a finance fee. Okay. So, watch this. Let's actually use, Sherry, are you okay if I use SpongeBob?
Oh, you bet.
So watch this, just for fun. Let's just say we're going to start in a different direction. Start a new cart. We're going to make our customer one and say start it. Okay? I'm going to now assign this to SpongeBob after the fact. So my cart exists, but it's not tied to anybody. You can go multiple different directions. Okay, I'm going to go BO. What do I have? SpongeBob, assigned a cart. Okay, click. So all of a sudden, SpongeBob is now in my cart. I'm going to actually post-date this one back a little bit so it's kind of like a little older. Okay, and I'm just going to charge them for some labor. So let's actually put this one on 7/31 of this year. Okay, so back a ways. And I'm going to hit update cart to make that stick. So I'm going to hit update the cart. So now that's stuck. Now I'm getting ready to add my labor. And I know I have one called setup under labor. Here it is. And I'm going to say that it was 5 hours that we actually did for him. Okay. I might put a printable note, yay or nay. It doesn't matter. I also have non-printing notes if you needed some internal controls of what's going on. Okay. We'll hit checkout. And basically at this point, I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, this is on account. And continue. Okay, so right here, this is my final preview of what it's going to look like, and I just say create the invoice. Here's my invoice. I'll just go actually physically to the place where I can navigate a little bit more. And now if I wanted to, I physically have under my AR waiting room, I should have SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, he owes me for 2 of them for $304. Okay, but one of them is way out here in the over 60 day club. Okay, that one right there is the new one that we entered with the date of 7/31, it automatically says, according to that, you're 84 days old. Okay. So if you wanted to apply something, watch this. We can actually go here. We can say, I'm going to hit back just one time. So right here under SpongeBob, I could go to statements. It says, hey, here's the last statement that I did for him. I'm going to say, just let's create a new one. And I'm going to run that backwards. So from at least 7/1 to end of the month, 10/31. Okay. Go build that statement. Should grab me both entities. Okay. This one and that one. So here's my different pieces. I'm going to once again say, pay me by the 15th. Okay, piece of cake, piece of cake. Right here, what is due on your finance fee? So this is where you physically would grab a calculator and be like, okay, he actually owes me, this one is this old, okay? So here's what I want to do.
Is that days?
This is in days, okay, according to what's going on right there. Actually, this age, you'll notice it was slightly different than the other one. It's because it goes to that guy, okay? That's where the final date is being calculated. If I were to go back here like this and actually say, you know what, just do that to the 23rd today, I'm hoping that it's going to be 84, okay? Just to kind of give you an idea. Like, it's kind of basing it off of that one date is what's happening. So right here is where you physically would do it. Say that it ended up being $15 or something like that. You would go 1-5. Watch what's, as soon as I move out of this field, watch this one right here. It automatically updated it so it's now $319 instead of the $304. It added the $15 in as the finance charge. When I say added as the statement, oh, my bad, because I went back and forth, I lost my date. But it'll prompt you and kind of say, hey, cool, here's what you're looking for. Okay, as the statement. It rolls the whole thing in and it puts a new little piece right here. That's kind of where you're saying, here's what you owe me for. And it might be really good in the notes. Maybe I would even go like this. You know what? Let's go edit the statement and kind of put as a notice. Whatever, okay? Then just hit edit the statement. Click. So now basically as part of my notes, it'll actually show up as part of my notes that are part of the statement, okay? So that's literally where you put it. It's right there on your late fee, okay? Once they actually remit the payment, then you would need to kind of go create a new little invoice and roll that in.